Hi everyone! My recipe that I'm sharing with you today is my potato and leek soup. I love cooking with potato and leek as those flavours just blend so well together. This soup is perfect for those cold winter months. So, let's go to the kitchen. Here are the ingredients that you'll need. Feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot. You'll need 2 small onions or 1 large onion, and you'll want to just roughly chop these up. This is how simple this recipe is going to be. They don't need to be perfect, so just chop, 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 and they're done. Then you'll need 3 leeks. You'll want to clean these. This is the method that I use to clean my leeks. I slice it down there and then pull it open. This way you can tell how much dirt is actually in there and you'll want to get it out. So I run it under a tap, having the water go through the leek that way. The reason I have the water run down the leek that way is so the water can actually exit the leek instead of building up down the bottom. Again, you'll just want to roughly chop your leek. Stop chopping at the dark part of the leek as that's where it gets a little bit rubbery and you don't really want to eat that part. Next, you'll need 3 cloves of garlic. I know it looks like there's 2 cloves there, but I had a feeling that larger one had 2 cloves in it. So peel those and then you'll just throw them in the pot as they are. Just chop off the bases of them so you're not getting the hard part. And that's it. You don't need to chop them, you don't need to dice them, anything. That piece of garlic actually turned into 3 individual small pieces. Then you'll need 600 grams of potatoes. You'll just want to peel those and also roughly chop them up. Even though you're roughly chopping them, you do want them to be roughly the same size so that way they can cook evenly and they're easy to blend. Now in a large saucepan over medium to high heat, you want to add 60 grams of butter, let that melt. Then you'll add the onions and garlic, add the leek, and of course the potatoes. Then using a wooden spoon, you want to mix this up so all the vegetables are coated with the butter that you've put in the pan. Now that the vegetables are all coated in the butter, you'll want to add 850 ml of vegetable stock. You don't have to add your salt and pepper here, but I did, so I added a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. You can add the salt and pepper later once the soup's all blended, that way you have a better idea of the flavour you're going for. You'll want to bring the soup to a boil, and once it's boiling, you'll want to reduce the heat to a simmer, so I put it on low, and you'll want to simmer it for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, your vegetables should look like this. Then I gave it a quick mix. I used a stick blender to blend my soup. You can use a normal benchtop blender if you like. I just like the stick blender better, that way I've got less dishes to do. Now because the soup's extremely hot, you've got to be really careful with how you're blending it. I pull the stick out when it's off and then I pop it back down on top of the vegetables. That way it just reduces the splatter going onto me and my arms and burning myself. Once the soup's all nice and thick, it is ready to eat. You can garnish your soup with some freshly chopped chives and some cream if you like. I just used the chives and this is what it looked like. Now how easy was that recipe? This potato and leek soup smells so good. Let's give it a taste. It's nice and creamy and you can taste that leek in there. I love cooking with leek. It's got such a unique flavour. Now, if you're looking for a healthy soup that's going to keep you warm on those cold winter nights, this is perfect for you. If you love potato and leek, this will go down a treat. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel but you like this video, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of my future recipes. If you made this soup, please let me know how you went down in the comments below, and don't forget to give me that thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.